Okay. Second presentation. Is tea time? No. Second presentation is sensorial. And the expert is Shama Masood. Shama Masood?
I'm good. Well, hopefully all of you know me very well. Yes, we have met before also. So let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now today the topics which we are going to touch, the main topic which is with us is sensorial. Anybody knows what do we mean by the term senses? What are senses? No, what are senses? क्या होते हैं? How will you define the word sense?
Breathing force of mind.
Okay. G. Yes. Senses are the breathing pores of mind. Why are these senses so important for us? Which connect us to the environment, and for this she has designed some very important sensorial apparatus, sensorial material, and she has designed the material in such a way that she has covered all the senses, whether it's the tactile sense, whether it is the visual sense, whether it is the auditory sense, olfactory sense or gustatory sense. Plus she has introduced a new sense which is known as stereognostic sense. Stereognostic sense is a combination of two things, that is the, yes. Now, who is only 2.5 years of age, do you think so that we need to develop his senses? Why? Yes, because when he is at the stage, when he is going through the sensitive periods, plus he is also absorbing different things, at that stage if we are going to develop his senses, whatever impressions he is getting through the material, all those impressions are built up in his mind for his whole lifetime. Do you agree with me? जो कुछ भी वो उन 6 सालों में सीखता है, that is from 0 to 6 years, उसके दिमाग में वो impressions ऐसे चले जाते हैं कि वो 6 to 60 years में भी उतना नहीं सीख सकता. So for these reasons, Dr. Montessori has designed materials. Now you can see that there are different kinds of materials over here. Like we have the pink tower. What is the aim of the pink tower? The child learns how to build up a tower, and visually he is looking at the cubes and he is understanding that if the cubes are not kept in a proper way, the tower will fall. Yes? Yes. And you can see that all the cubes are of the same color, and it is only differentiating in one thing. And what is that one thing? The size. Otherwise it's the same. The wood is the same, the color is the same, the cubes are the same. Similarly, you can see brown stairs. All the stairs are of brown color. They are made up of one kind of wood. We can't say that one stair is of light brown or the other one is the dark brown. They are all of the same color. But the child is making a stair. He is understanding that he has to go gradually to make a stair. Similarly, red rods. All the rods are in the same color. You can see the red rods. Or hopefully you are aware of all these things. And when the child is making red rods, he is understanding that I have to pick up the rod in a particular way. I have to arrange the rods in a particular way to make a stair. Otherwise, the red rods won't be made in a proper way. So you can see that when the child is working with all these things, sensorial material has a very good quality, that there is built-in error in these material, because when the child is working with them, the child is able to correct himself while he is working. He knows how to self-correct himself. So after looking at this, we can say that sensorial material is a very important material which has to be kept in the environment. Through sensorial material, the child is connecting himself to the environment and he starts to love his environment. Now after this, we have to see some of the aims which are related to the sensorial material. Now there are two kinds of aims, direct aims and indirect aims. Okay, can you please change the slide? Now you can see the direct aims of sensorial material. The first aim is training and refining of senses. Obviously when the child is working with the sensorial material, his senses are being refined. How? He is working with the material continuously, he is getting the impressions and those impressions are just going on in his mind, he is absorbing the things and because of those his senses are being refined. Got it? Understood? Then we can see the second aim, which is clarify and classify impressions. Again I will say that when the child is working with the sensorial material, the impressions which are already being built up in his mind when he was going through the age of 0 to 3 years and he was absorbing everything unconsciously, so those impressions are being clarified and classified with the help of the sensorial material. He explores the material, he works with the material. For example, when he is working with cylinder blocks, he knows how to put the cylinder blocks. Each block has to be, each cylinder has to be put in its particular block, otherwise he won't be able to fix them up. Similarly, when the child is working with the smelling bottles, he knows that he has to smell it. So he has that impression that there is which is connected to smell. But when he smells it, he knows that he has to use his nose to smell it. So the impression which was in his mind, which was being built up when he was unconsciously absorbing the things, now those things are being absorbed consciously. Plus he is also learning the new impressions. After this, the third aim is detection of organic defects. Now sensorial material is one of the best materials through which we can understand that the child has some kind of a defect. It's the job of the directress to detect it. And how will she do it? With the help of the material. For example, if she is using color tablets, the child is working with the color tablets and for some reason the child is color blind, the directress can detect then and there that there is something wrong. The child cannot differentiate between the colors, the child cannot pair the colors, he cannot even recognize red, yellow and blue, which are the primary colors. So she can contact the parents at an early age and that defect maybe it can be sorted out and the child can just move on and maybe his defect can be like solved. Similarly, when the child is working with the sound boxes, he is hearing it. If he has some kind of hearing defect, he won't be able to hear in a proper way, so that thing can also be solved. And we can go and we can concern our heads and we can go and concern the parents. After that, enrichment of vocabulary. Do you think so that sensorial material is one of the best materials to enrich the vocabulary of the child? How? How can we do it? Acha, through pink tower. How? The child is making the tower only. How is vocabulary is enriched? Through giving him language. Ji Zainab. Yeah, through giving him language. We are giving him so much of vocabulary. Big and small? Big, bigger, small, big, bigger, biggest? Small, smaller, smallest? Yes? Thick and thin? Tall and short? Plus, we are also giving him the comparative and superlatives. Yes. When he is working with the thermic, what is he learning? Yes, hot and cold. So there are various words which he is learning at this stage. working with the material, plus his vocabulary is enriched. After this, we can see that sensorial material is a direction to abstraction and exploration. What is abstraction? What is abstraction? Come on. G. Which is not? Okay, anybody else? Yes, the clarity of mind. The child is working with the material and the child is having all the clear concepts are going on in his mind. Clarity is going on in his mind, plus the material has what quality? It is concrete. Yes, the material is concrete, plus the child is exploring the material. He is learning. So these are the direct aims of the sensorial material. After this we have indirect aims also. Now let's see what are some of the indirect aims. Now the first indirect aim is that we are preparing the child for mathematics. Sensorial material and mathematics. How both things are, how are they connected? How can you connect both the things? Okay. Okay. Yes. He is also learning the numbers. How is he learning the numbers? Yes. Through brown stairs. Dimensions वो सीख रहा है, shapes वो सीख रहा है. You can see constructive triangles. You can see over here. The child when works with the constructive triangles, he learns many shapes. Through then we are preparing him for geometry. How are we preparing him for geometry? He is learning shapes. Through geometrical solids, he is learning the shapes. So we are indirectly preparing a child for maths. Then better professional abilities. At this stage, when the child is only 2.5 years of age, we are preparing him for professional abilities. कैसे हम उसको prepare करते हैं? How is the child being developed to be a better professional person? By giving, yes, when he's working with the material, he's working all alone. We give him a chance to work all alone, and he knows how to correct himself. So when he gets older, when he goes into the professional life, he knows how to take a stand for him. He becomes critical. He knows that he has a critical thinking, which makes him independent, and he won't go and just stand over there like a dumber person. No. He will be a confident person, and he knows how to manage different kinds of things because he's doing it over here when he's working with the sensorial material. Then when the child is working with the sensorial material, we are developing his cognitive skills plus his physical abilities being developed. How? What is cognition? It's thinking. The child is working and he has to think how to arrange a pink tower. The child has to know how to make stairs with the help of the brown stairs. वो सोचता है, अगर वो गलत काम कर लेगा तो उसको सोचना पड़ेगा कि मुझे इसको कैसे ठीक करना है. सही है? जब वो ग्रेडेशन करता है या जब वो साउंड बॉक्सेस में जब वो पेयरिंग कर रहा होता है, सो ही हैज टू, अगर वो गलत पेयरिंग करेगा वो सोचेगा कि मुझे इसको कैसे करना है, इसको कैसे ठीक करूं, मैं कौन सी चीज मैंने कहां गलत कर दी. प्लस फिजिकल एबिलिटी, ही इज मूविंग. रेड रॉड्स के लिए उसको कितना उसको मूव करना पड़ता है. Pink tower, like he has to move. He's not sitting at one place only and just working. He has to move. He has to bring one cube at a time in the pink tower. He has to bring the brown stairs, one stair at a time has to be brought. He cannot carry all the stairs. Plus patience भी develop हो रहा है. Then it is a stimuli for reasoning power. How is it a stimuli for reasoning power? The child has developed this concept. He has to ask himself that what should I do to make myself correct. उसमें रीजनिंग पावर आती है जो कि आगे जाकर उसको हेल्प करती है. when he goes in the professional life, over there he can ask many things, he can self correct himself कि मैंने कहाँ गलती करी है, बजाय इसके कि उसको कोई और क्रिटिसाइज करे, वो अपने आप को खुद क्रिटिसाइज करके अपने आप को करेक्ट कर सकता है. अगेन सेल्फ जजमेंट एंड डेंजर, फॉल्ट कंट्रोल. व्हाट इज दिस? व्हाट इज सेल्फ जजमेंट? Okay, what is danger? Felt control, fault control. G, from my students. Okay. Okay. G, anybody was saying something from here? G, self-control. He knows how to detect the mistakes. Then development of moral and aesthetic values. What is this? G.
Color coordination.
Okay. Moral values. What are moral values? क्या है moral values? Patience, sharing, wait for his turn. There is only one material in the environment. We cannot keep more than one pink tower. We cannot keep two brown stairs. If she is working, she also have to work with the brown stairs. She has to wait. She has to share the material. Moral values, how to respect, how to wait for his turn. Got it? Plus, he has the concept of cleanliness because the material has to be clean in the environment. We cannot keep the material like that only. Got it? And then aesthetic values. What are the aesthetic values? क्या है aesthetic values? Colors. He goes into the world of colors because he has so many colors in the environment. The sensorial material is colorful. Pink tower है, brown stairs है, red rods है, color tablets हैं. He starts to have the value of colors. He starts to love the colors. Got it? So these are the direct and indirect aims of sensorial material. Now after this I am coming to some of the presentations which are related to our senses. How many senses are there? 5. Okay, can you name them? Stereognostic sense is the sense which is being introduced by Dr. Maria Montessori. Basically we have, in natural we have 5 senses, and stereognostic sense is the 6th sense which is being introduced by Dr. Maria Montessori. Now let's see how can we develop these senses with the help of the material.
Thank you very much. You just get down to the material now.
Yes. The exercises, and hopefully you will be able to understand what I am trying to explain to you. Now the first exercise which we are going to do is the cylinder blocks. Got it? G. Okay, so you are over here just sitting like this, you are not doing any work. So do you want to work with me? Yes. Do you want to learn something very interesting and new? Yes. Okay, so can you come with me? Yes. Okay, now you know what is this? No. No? Stand here. So this is cylinder blocks. Today we are going to work with this. Okay, so let's see how to hold it. Do you want to hold it for me? Yes, can you hold it for me? Come. Can you just keep it over here? Have a seat. Okay, now you have to watch me very carefully. Okay. Can I have silence over here, please? Thank you so much. It's not coming out. See? Okay. See, do you like it? So, do you want to do it? No. Okay, now we don't keep the material over here like this, so let's go and keep it back. Yes? Yes, can you hold it for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so in this way we present him 4 cylinder blocks. This was the first one, then we have 3 more, and once the presentation is given, then obviously we have to give the language. What is the language of this block? Thick and thin. And then we give him the comparative and superlatives. So after this we have another exercise, again it's related to the visual sense, which is the pink tower. Good morning. How are you? So, what are you doing? Just sitting like this? So, do you want to work with me? Yes? Okay, can you come? Okay, now Mariam, do you know what is this? No? This is a pink tower. So today we are going to work with this. Got it? So we will work with this today. But for this, first of all, we will be needing a mat. So can you please take a mat from here? Yes? Can you unroll it over here? Can you do it for me? Okay, now come. See, this is the way to hold the cube. Okay, so can you please hold one cube for me? Yes? Come. Can you keep it? Can you just hold this one for me? Keep it here. जी अब ठीक है. Can you just take one cue for me? Okay, how to hold this one. Okay, you need to hold it like this. Okay, so just can you do it for me? Hold this one. Very good. Come. Okay, come on, let's sit. Now you have to watch me very carefully what auntie is doing. Do you want to feel it? Yes? Okay, now see what auntie is doing. Okay, auntie is going to do a very interesting thing. Mariam, can you please come with me? Yes? So how did you like it? Is it good? Yes, can we sit down? Can you please help me out? Okay, now Mariam, do you want to do it again? No. So do we have to leave the material over here like this? No. So should we keep it back?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you help me out in keeping the cubes back?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, now come on, let's do it. Yes? Can you pick up this one? Come. I want you to pick up this one. Yes? नीचे से नहीं पकड़ना. Come. This one. Can you hold this for me? I can hold the other one. Thank you so much. Now, do we have to leave the mat over here like this? No. So, can you please roll it for me? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so this was the. Thank you. This was the first presentation. After this, the second presentation is also given, in which the child learns how to make a tower in a different way. And the language for this is big and small. Yes, and again we will give him the comparative and superlatives, which is the big, bigger, biggest, and small, smaller, smallest. Any confusion? Okay, so after this we are going to the third exercise. Again it is related to the visual sense, which is the color tablets. Now obviously color tablets have three boxes. Box 1, in which we have only the, we have box 2, in which we have neutral, and see what 1. Okay, good morning. ले लूं? बस मैं वैसे ही कर, just doing it like that. Yeah. Okay. You come. Let's work with me. Okay, now can you unfold the mat for me?
आप इधर बैठ जाए, इनविजिबल चाहिए.
Okay. Now, can you please unfold the mat for me? Yes, auntie. Can you open the box for me? Now you have to watch me very carefully what auntie is doing. Wow, see what auntie has done. Yes, I have kept all the colors which are the same together. So, do you want to do this exercise again? No. So, we don't leave the material over here like this. So, we can keep it back? Yes. Can you please close the box? Now I want you to fold the mat for me. Okay, now let's go and keep the material back. Touch boards में एक ही board की देनी है. In touch boards we're supposed to give only of one board. कि both boards. बस first वाले के लिए. Okay, so this was the presentation. So over here I'm going to finish up the presentations related to the first sense, which was the visual sense. Now I am coming to another sense, which is the tactile sense. Now as tactile sense is related to touch, so one very thing is the sensitizing of hands. Yes, what do we mean by sensitizing of hands? What is sensitization? Yes. Yeah. Yes, so before presenting these exercises, we wash our hands. We will take the child to the washing area, and over here, there the child will wash their hands with lukewarm water with you. You will also do it, and then you are going to sensitize your fingers first, like this. After that, you will go to the place where the material is kept. You will take the material to the place of presentation, and then you will start your presentation over here. So sensitization of hands is very necessary. And one more thing, that over here we also introduce him the blindfold. You people know what is a blindfold, right? And we do not just wear it like that. We have to use the tissue paper every time we are using the blindfold, so that we do not get any kind of eye infection from the other person. So the exercise which I am going to do with you today is the touch pose. Got it? Okay, now do you know what is this? No, auntie. These are the touch pose. So let's see. Can you hold the box for me? Yes, auntie. Okay, come. Okay, sit down. Now you have to watch auntie very carefully. Do you want to feel it? Yes, auntie. Okay. Do you want to feel it? Yes, auntie. Okay, very good. Now watch auntie very carefully. Can you do it for me? Do you want to feel for me? Very good. Okay, so do you want to do it for me? Yes, auntie. Okay, now let's see what auntie is doing. Smooth, 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 smooth. Can you do it? Yes, can you say what is this? Smooth, very good. Okay, rough, 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 rough. Can you do it? Very good. Now let's see. Smooth, 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 smooth. Can you do it for me? Very good. Rough, 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 rough. Can you do it for me? Yes, auntie. Very good. Now let's see. Smooth, 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 rough, 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 rough. Can you do it? Good, very good. Smooth, smooth, smooth. smooth, smooth, rough, 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 rough. Can you do it for me? Yes, auntie. Feel it. Very good. So, do you want to do it again? No, auntie. So, let's keep it back. And let's go and keep the box back. Can you hold it for me? जी हाँ इसका है आयरन अच्छा मिस्ट्री बैग भी था ये बना लो दैट्स इट ओके okay now this was the presentation of the touch board. I had presented you only one touch board and two touch boards. The child has done the work with this, then we introduce him the other one in which we have rough, smooth, rough, smooth, rough, smooth. It has been divided into strips and the child feels it accordingly, and obviously the language is given side by side over here. Now I am coming to another sense, which is the stereognostic sense. Stereognostic sense is what? It is a combination of two senses. Yes, so let's see what are we going to do over here. Now over here which I will be giving to you is of the mystery bag. I have taken the constant and obviously the child is with me. Now I will be showing him how to work with this. Got it? Okay, now come. Sit down. Okay, now you have to watch auntie very carefully. I've got very interesting things over here. Okay. I think that it's a tree. Let's see what is it. Yes. Okay. I think that it's a plate. Yes, let's see what is it. Wow, is it a plate? Yes, auntie. I think that it is a bowl. Let's see. Wow, am I right? Yes, auntie. Now I think that it is a hat. Let's see what is it. Wow, it is a hat. What is this? I think that it is a pig. Let's see. Wow, it is a pig. I think that it is a toothbrush. Wow, it is. Okay. Now we don't have anything else over here. So let's keep all these things back. Yes? Do you want to help me? Yes? Okay, so do you want to do the work with this? No? So can you please come with me and we can keep it back? Come. Can you hold the bag for me? Yes, auntie. Okay, so this was the presentation of the stereognostic bag, and obviously the language given over here is the name of the different objects, which whatever we have. And remember one thing, that we have to change the objects on and off. We cannot keep only one kind of objects in the bag, because that won't enrich his vocabulary. After this, I am going to show you the presentation of binomial cube. Anybody who can tell me it belongs to which sense? Later visual sense. Later, है ना? G. Later visual sense. It belongs to later visual sense. Okay. We have two boxes. One is the binomial cube and the other one is the trinomial. But we are going to do the binomial cube, and obviously for this also we need a mat. You can hold the box and the child can hold the mat, or you can give him the choice. It depends on what does he want to hold, but remember that you need to tell him how to hold the box first. Got it? Thank you so much. Okay, now.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Can you please fold
Shama,
fold?
it was a really nice presentations.
Yes, that's it.
I hope कि आप लोगों ने थोड़ा सा वक्त निकाला होगा देखने के लिए वो ये क्या कर रही थी.